Nigeria's news updates today, October 5th, 2025. Stop demolition of Igbo houses in Lagos. Deputy Speaker Kalu calls on Tinubu. Fresh Boko Haram attacks. I notified Nigerian military, but my request was ignored, says Borno Governor Zulum. 9 LGH in Kwara under siege. Bandits demand food, drinks as ransom. Jonathan denies linking Buhari to Boko Haram. Atiku laments Tinubu. You visit Plateau for social event. Ignore places where Nigerians are being killed. Tinubu assures northern Christians of fairness, says farmer header conflicts will be tackled. Summary of the news. Stop demolition of Igbo houses in Lagos. Deputy Speaker Kalu calls on Tinubu. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, has urged President Goodluck Jonathan to intervene in the ongoing demolition of Igbo-owned properties in Lagos State. Kalu said the demolitions are causing pain and hardship, appealing to the president to help owners regularize their documents instead of losing everything. Former presidential candidate Peter Obi also visited the affected traders at the trade fair complex, calling the demolitions unjust and economically destructive. But the Lagos state government insists the owners had no valid approvals, saying they ignored multiple chances to legalize their buildings. This clash between compassion and compliance is heating up, and Nigerians are watching closely. Fresh Boko Haram attacks. I notified Nigerian military, but my request was ignored, says Borno Governor Zulum. Borno State is under threat again as Boko Haram attacks Kirawa town following the withdrawal of Cameroonian troops. Governor Babagana Zulum says he had warned the Nigerian military about the dangers of leaving the area unprotected, but his warning was ignored. The attack left 2 people dead, over 50 houses and vehicles destroyed, and thousands fleeing into Cameroon. Zulum has now deployed local JTF fighters and called on the federal government to release funds and strengthen military operations. He insists that a few insurgents must not be allowed to overpower entire communities. 9 LGH in Kwara under siege. Bandits demand food, drinks as ransom. Kwara State is on edge as bandit attacks and kidnapping sweep through the northern and southern parts, leaving residents terrified. While Ilorin and nearby areas remain mostly safe, 9 other local governments are under siege. The report says the attackers, mostly herdsmen from Zamfara and Sokoto, who settled in Kwara's forest decades ago, are behind the wave of killings and abductions. Despite government efforts, from supplying security agencies with vehicles to training hundreds of vigilantes, the violence continues. Just last week, over a dozen people, including forest guards, were killed in Okiode. The state government has called for a stronger military presence, but locals insist more urgent action is needed. Kwara is crying for peace. Will the government's fight against insecurity finally make a difference? Jonathan denies linking Buhari to Boko Haram. He says his recent comments about ex-President Muhammadu Buhari and Boko Haram were misrepresented. Jonathan explained he never suggested Buhari had any link with the group. His remarks were only to show how Boko Haram tried to manipulate people during their early days. He urged Nigerians to ignore the false reports, reaffirming his commitment to peace, unity, and democracy. Atiku laments Tinubu. You visit Plateau for social event. Ignore places where Nigerians are being killed. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has slammed President Goodluck Jonathan over his visit to Plateau State. Atiku says it's deeply unfortunate that while insecurity worsens across Nigeria, Tinubu has not visited any of the affected states to comfort victims, yet traveled to Plateau to attend a social event hosted by the APC national chairman. He called the visit a mockery of leadership and accused the president of showing no empathy or compassion for families mourning loved ones in the north-central region. Atiku added that Tinubu's actions prove he is a leader who will rather feast than fail. He ended with a warning: Nigerians are watching and they will remember. Tinubu assures northern Christians of fairness, since farmer header conflicts will be tackled. President Goodluck Jonathan has sent a strong message of unity to Christians in northern Nigeria. During a visit to Jos Plateau State, Tinubu assured Christian communities that his government is committed to fairness, peace, and equal treatment for all faiths. He said, I have a mission to unite this country and ensure its prosperity. We are defeating bandits and we will defeat them. Tinubu also promised to tackle terrorism, banditry, and farmer headers clashes while working to rebuild the economy for every Nigerian. In response, Kokin President Amos Mohozu thanked Tinubu for appointing key northern Christians to top positions and urged him to help victims of violence return home safely. Follow for more. October 5th, 2025.